Hello everyone, welcome to the new video of the series Helm. In this video, we will be covering about chart versioning and the concept of Helm linting. So let's get started. So in Helm charts, there are two types of version which is present. One is the chart version and another is the app version. And these both versions are incremented based on some requirement. So if I go to the Helm chart, which we created previously, if I go to chart.yaml, we see that okay, two types of version are there. One is the version of the Helm chart, another one is the app version. So Helm chart version is updated whenever you are trying to update a particular deployment service or there is a template change, and at that time the Helm chart version is bumped up. So for example, now you are trying to expose a matrix and you from your container, so you will be adding a new port to the service.yaml and deployment.yaml file. At this scenario, you will be bumping up the Helm chart version, and the new chart version will be used for the new deployment. The other scenarios where you are going to update the chart version is when there is a change in the default values.yaml. So, for example, if you are having a default value of number of replicas that as one and you want to make it two, at that time you need to update the Helm chart version. If there is any bug fix in the Helm chart version, or if you're adding a new function in the .tpl file which will be used by various values dot various YAML files. In that case, you will be changing the Helm chart version. The other version is the app version. This is updated whenever there is a change in the application. By application, you mean that okay, the tag of a particular image is updated. At that time, the version is changed. Okay, and this is a optional version. So chart version is a mandatory version. So because this is required, if you are doing a rollback and if the chart version is not updated, this could lead to a deployment which is not as expected. Also, if you are trying to deploy the same chart version which is being updated without updating the chart version, it could lead to a deployment where same chart version would be having a different scenario or different deployment running into different environments. So that is the reason the chart version is mandatory. The next area which I wanted to discuss is the Helm linting. So it's an important concept which tells you, okay, that your Helm chart is created correctly. There are no syntax error in the Helm chart. So if I go to my Helm chart and if I run Helm lint dot, I'm inside my MyApp folder. So if I do ls-l charts.yaml file is there. If I do Helm lint, nothing is failed. The chart is clearly linted. Now if I go to deployment.yaml and suppose if I remove this traces and if now I run helmlint dot, it says that inside deployment.yaml, it is unable to parse a YAML and it is facing an issue while converting YAML to JSON. So this is the reason why the linting has failed, and it is a good practice to always lint the Helm chart before packaging and pushing it. So even the CI pipelines like Bitbucket pipelines or GitHub pipelines, which is responsible for pushing the Helm chart to the GitHub Helm chart repository or on Nexus or on Chart Museum, usually the linting is performed before it's been pushed. So as to ensure that okay, the chart is created properly and there is no syntax error. So now if I roll back and add this, and now if I run helm link dot, the helm is linted again. So this is one of the important features which should be kept in mind before pushing the helm chart to the helm chart repositories. Thanks for watching. This is all I wanted to cover in this video.